Good afternoon and welcome to Charles Morkel Stadium today. The date today, 9th of September. We are here today with the Charles Morkel for the Western Province Super A quarter-final between home team Helderberg Rugby Football Club and their visitors today, Durbanville Rugby Football Club. And thrilling encounter that awaits us here today. These teams had met previously in the league and we'll chat about that a little bit later on, but conditions today will be 50-50 for either side as the wind is pumping. It's a bit overcast, but just a bit of a surreal and awkward atmosphere with no second team games, no third team games, and no under 20 matches here today, so only the first teams playing today. Helderberg team going into the cloakroom, getting themselves ready. And the Durbanville team also just getting together, saying their last words and heading down to the cloakrooms. Welcome if you've joined us here today on the live stream. We've got Paul Hills all the way from Amsterdam. Watching in Wade Conrad also in the chat. So if you'd like to engage with us in the comment section, please do. Any questions, any information you need. I'm your man, my name is Thurlow Peterson, and I'll be giving you live coverage of this encounter between Helderberg Rugby Club and Durbanville Rugby Club. So just the teams for you. From Helderberg, starting in the prop position, we've got Dean Creer, Dani Meiberg at hooker, Rune Nieuwoud is his prop that completes the front row, Shane Kennedy and Conway Pretorius, so the lock pairs for Helderberg, Conway Pretorius, captain of Helderberg. Then we've got Naomi Jansen, Jody Labuschagne and Matthew Cordy. That's the loose trio for Helderberg. Then we've got vice captain and scrum half Michael Visser. He's partnering with Darren Hendricks in the fly-off position. Centers Quinn Visser and Kewan Bowman doing duty today, and wingers are Luke Hertz and Jody Carl, and fullback Jean-Andre Lucas. That's the starting lineup for Helderberg, and their bench is Jurgen Dorfling, Tristan Leach, Edward Makundwai. That completes their front row on the bench. Kyle Bender and Skalk Burger, they'll do the lock and the loose trio positions with Bokkie Carstens, JJ Stufair and Lynn J. Hendricks. They'll be covering the backline position today. Then we look at the wayside Durbanville. Starting up front, we've got Vian Schmidt. Then we've got Rennie Brink. He'll be playing his 100th game today for Durbanville. Then Bomba Bakeni. He completes the front row for Durbanville. Then we've got Daniel Boters. He's playing his 114th game today for the men from Durbanville, and his locking partner is George Olivier. Then the loose trio is captain number 6 Hannu Stoffberg with Christy van Niekerk on the 7th flanker and Peter Smith completing that loose trio for Durbanville. 9 and 10 combination, we've got Clayton Daniels on the 9, Arnoldus Loubser at fly-off. Center pairing of Janko Gunther and Roderick Moses. Both of these players playing their 100th game today for Durbanville. Their wingers are Hanno Jordan and Enzo Fouti with Luna van der Merwe completing the back three for Durbanville. Their bench, they've got MC de Jong, Henlo Weber, Jan Ras van der Linde. They complete the front row with Hannes Besaidenout, Frank Kalonji. They'll be doing the lock and the loose forward pairings. And then their back three will be Gertwald Lefleur, Ethan Kunrad and Rian Hesqua. So ladies and gentlemen, those are your teams for today's encounter. As you can see, a couple of milestones in this Durbanville team. So they'll be looking to put in a good performance on their 100th game today. So we've got everything that we need for this encounter. All we need is to get the teams and the referee on the field and see who's going to go through to the semi-finals. Ladies and gentlemen, both teams are on the park, ready to play. If you're looking on your screens, Durbanville playing from right to left. Looks like they'll be playing against the wind in this first half. So Durbanville playing with the wind, so Helderberg playing with the wind, so they'll have to use the wind to their advantage, build up a good scoreboard. That will be defendable in the second half, but let's get through the first half. Let's get through the first 10 minutes. A game that in the league encounter, teams started off on the same sides. Game that went to the wire, and Durbanville winning that one 31-29 early on in the season. I think today it will be a different encounter, two teams with two different strategies, two different game plans, and we are kicking off. Game has started, and ball that hangs well in the air, but well collected by Helderberg, and this is their game, the loose game. And it's Michael Visser, he gets the ball to the wider channels. Helderberg with their first attacking opportunity, but ball that's kicked in. Loubser that gets the ball at the back for Durbanville. But he gets pummeled into the wider channels, into touch. So Helderberg showing their hand by giving the ball air. Player to watch for the men from Strand is scrum half and vice captain Michael Visser. Very elusive, very quick, likes to give the ball air, and they'll be looking to him to get them going. But now first line out of the game. Helderberg ball, line out, going well with the wind conditions. Helderberg that will be used to this. Matthew Cordy, he carries the ball up in the middle. Helderberg playing same side again through Danny Mayberg. He carries Visser gets, he plays Hendricks. Helderberg doing a old Brumby call, but a ball that looked to be stolen, but referee says tackler not rolling away. So penalty for Helderberg. Helderberg playing same side, using their structures, and a call that's made. They're going for poles. So just about under 2 minutes played. Helderberg looking to put points on the board, which, as I said not too long ago, is going to be important with the wind that is so strong today. Looks easily like a 20-point win. That wind that Helderberg will have to be up by 20 points come halftime. Anything less won't be enough for the men from Strand. Fogan Isaacs tuning in. Constant Bonds all the way from Porto, Spain. Visser lines it up. Not the best of strikes. So that's a miss for the youngster. So Durbanville, opportunity to get out of their half. Kicking against the wind, which will be quite tricky. But Leone van der Merwe, he goes and he kicks it direct. So Durbanville just not judging the wind in the opening exchanges. That will be something that they'll have to do really, really well. And Durbanville now have to face another line-out. Helderberg had the option of a scrum or a line-out, and they opted for the line-out. Two of their main hookers getting injured in the season. So they've actually got two props. Danny Mayberg is actually a prop by trade, but now throwing in. Ball taken well there by Conway Pretorius. And they set the maul. Danny maybe going too early while that maul was still getting good momentum, but it's Visser that carries. He testing the defense of Durbanville around the edges. A ball that's slow now, but Darren Hendricks, he takes 9. He plays the youngster Labuskagni, but there Danny Mayberg carrying again. So Helderberg choosing to go same side. Cody gets, but ball intercepted by Durbanville. Arnoldus Labuskaghni, he gets it, but Durbanville that can't kick, they'll have to play. They've got numbers out wide, but a pass from Clayton Daniels not going to hand, but the referee comes back, he says no advantage. So scrum ball, Durbanville's feed. Bit of a get out of jail card there, not enough advantage, says the referee. Constant Bond also asking why is the Gold Cup not being televised, Constance, which I had an answer for you. Obviously, Unimol playing today in the Gold Cup. They're in Pretoria playing Nakabilla. And they've got to play on Wednesday evening against Stellenbosch. They've got to play their quarterfinal. So that will be a tough one for the men from Alderton. But first scrum of the game, Durbanville scrumming well, and they get the penalty advantage. The referee is saying that Helderberg just pulling away from that one. I think Durbanville will target the scrums and look to get the Helderberg players under pressure. Kicking going to be very difficult today. As we could see, Luna van der Merwe kicking out of hand, and he's just not finding his straps against the wind. But nonetheless, Durbanville with the line out, they dummy middle, they go front, they get their ball, they set them more. So they'll be looking for momentum. Helderberg with a counter shove, but not really stopping them. And the men from Durbanville, they go marching, and they get another penalty advantage. And I think that will be the game today for Durbanville. But they take it out wide as they've got advantage, not really making any meters. But they'll bring it back for penalty advantage. Yeah, I think Durbanville showing their hand quite early. They'll look to their maul, they'll look to their scrum to get ascendancy and get some good momentum, especially against the wind, as they'll have to keep ball in hand. So the men from Strand will have to be contesting very well at the lineouts. Maul stopping will have to be very good. As Durbanville, Bellville set themselves up for another lineout. They dummy middle, they go front, they set that maul. Ball that's just not being ripped. Conway Pretorius making himself a nuisance in that maul. Daniel Botha not too happy with what happened. So scrum ball for Helderberg. They wouldn't want to be in a tussle. They would look to get that ball in and out quite quickly. Give the ball to their backs. Get their backs in a one-on-one situation, using their pace, using their feet.
Crouch.
Score still 0-0 in the opening 7.5 minutes. Xavi coming in from Durbanville, but Helderberg stands strong. Visser gets to Hendricks. He puts in a cross kick. Ball that's rolling. That's collected by the fullback. He needs support. And support arrives eventually. So Durbanville, they've got to have to play out of their half. They play it. Helderberg very good on their defense. Putting in a double hit. Durbanville slowing it down. Ball comes out. Inside center. Janko Gunther, he plays it forwards. He looks for another pod to come around, but they go same side to George Olivier. Appeals for hands in the ruck, but there's a bit of a space, and Daniel Botha now, he gets the ball. We'll need 3-4 men to keep him busy. But Durbanville, that getaway, really keeping the ball alive. Loubser, he gets, ball comes out. They take it up the middle to Durbanville. They get quick ball. Christy van Niekerk, he runs a dummy line. 6 flanker that gets out in the wider channels. Hanno Stoffberg, captain. Helderberg really rushing. But Leone van der Merwe finding himself in the fly-off position. Long pass comes out to Rennie Brink, Mr. 100. Durbell now really looking, and Roderick Moses, he finds the gap. Oh, his pass goes to hand, but man just losing his feet out in the wider channels. Oh, and Helderberg win the turnover. Golden opportunity, and Helderberg take the quick tap. Ball that just doesn't go to hand, but eventually it does. Quinn Visser, he puts ball to boot, but a ball that goes dead. Fortunately and unfortunately for Helderberg, would have been nice if they could have get the ball dead. But it's a 22-meter dropout. Game going now from end to end. Durbanville really testing the defense of Helderberg, playing same side, forcing them to fold and being undone with a team from Helderberg, but Durbanville just not being able to finish off that opportunity. So we're just waiting as Conway Pretorius just ties his boots. Ten minutes gone in the first half. Score 0-0. Leoner, he puts the kick in. Inside center, gets the ball. Oh, very good clean from Durbanville. Christy van Niekerk, he gets the ball from Daniels. He carries well, keeps 2 men busy. Clayton Daniels, he gets again. Ball goes out. Roderick Moses, he sees a gap. Puts on the dancing shoes, but he's shut down quickly. So Daniels, he just waits. Durbanville, they play again. They're not scared to play out of their 22. Daniels gets. Nolles, he's got space. Ball that plays a bit in the wind. But there, Hanno Jordan carries in the wider channels and carries well. It's a ball now that comes available again. Rennie Brink, he carries ball, same side, Christy van Niekerk. He's tackled well. But ball goes same side, Roderick Moses. Another Mr. 100 for Durbanville. Durbanville currently doing all the playing. Carrying well, keeping defenders busy. Nolles, Loopshow again, doing well. Ball that's being taken back in the wind. But Durbanville, their ball retention, very good. Clean, very good. Turnover taken, but player just being cleaned into touch. So still Durbanville ball. Durbanville carrying all the way from their 22 up to the halfway line, making 1 or 2 breaks, but just not being able to capitalize and turn the opportunities over into points. But line-out ball to the men from Durbanville. They go with a 5-man line-out. George Olivier in the middle. They go to Daniel Boetes. He takes well. Durbanville set them all.
That's what?
The referee says use it once.
Sideways.
And Durbell, they go now. They walk. And penalty advantage as Helderberg sack the maul. So ball comes out. Oh, to Mr. 100. But he loses it. Ball goes backwards, says referee. So Hanno Jordan keeps a few players busy. Ball that goes wide again into open space. We have Enzo Foti. He takes on. He beats his man on the outside, but taken out into touch is Foti. Helderberg's defense just coming over to make the cross defense. Durbanville really showing that they're not afraid to keep ball in hand and play the wider channels. Ball game being played at quite a decent pace by both teams. but no one putting points on the board as yet. The referee just calls for stoppage in play as one of the Helderberg players just looks like it's Captain Conway Pretorius receiving some attention again. So it's Club Rugby Live bringing this game to you today. Please share the link, subscribe, and help us grow our base so we can do more games at more venues, in more leagues, and just bring more of this wonderful game we love to laptops and TV screens around the world. But now Helderberg with a line out in there, 22, and a ball that's lost. So advantage to Durbanville. George Olivier comes around the corner, carries well. Oh, and there's numbers for Durbanville, and they go in for a 5-pointer. Durbanville really being rewarded for all their play in the first half. Ball continuity, ball in hand well. Durbanville just not folding. Helderberg, I beg your pardon, not folding quick enough. Leaving gaps, leaving opportunities for Durbanville, and Durbanville pouncing not just once but more than once, and against the wind they pick up a valuable 5 points. With the conversion coming up on the far side, it'll be quite difficult to judge this kick, but again Durbanville putting all the phases together, not scared to carry it from deep within the 22, contesting well in the lineouts, not allowing Helderberg to get any rhythm or flow in the first half. So Leona van der Merwe lining this one up, kicking into the teeth of the wind. He approaches strike, but that ball just hangs in the wind. So scoreboard leads 5 points to the visitors, Durbanville, and the home side yet to put points on the board. But still a lot of time to be played in this game. A lot can still happen. But Helderberg to kick off. Darren Hendricks with a ball in hand. He'll kick off to his left. He puts it up. They go deep and try scorer. Getting the ball, bringing it in, and now Durbanville looking to kick, so they finding confidence in the fact that they can contest the lineouts. So lineout ball for the home team. Seems like Conway Pretorius is their main jumper. But where will they go to in this one? They go for the 5-man as well. Oh, they go for the front ball. Jody Labuschagne, he gets the ball. Matthew Corey gets. He gives it to his loose forward partner, Liam Jansen. Durbanville contest the breakdown very well. But ball comes out. Oh, they play the plus. Labuschagne gets, he carries well. Does the 7 flanker. Ball comes out to Hendricks, doesn't go to hand. By Helderberg, but they keep it alive. Liam Jansen, he gets again, he carries, but taken back well in contact by Daniel Boertes. Ball that comes out, ball that's fumbled. Darren Hendricks eventually gets. Koen Visser, he gets. He spots a gap, he beats one. Oh, he bumps another. Koen Visser with a strong run, but just no cleaners at the breakdown. So turnover ball for Durbanville. Reaction from the Helderberg players just a little bit too slow to pounce on that opportunity. Koen Visser with a great run, beating his first man, bumping the second, but support play just not quick enough to get to the inside center. So Durbanville gets some respite, and they go for the kick to touch. They'll look to maul They go for the 5-man. They go middle. George Olivier, they set that maul, Durbanville. They go around the corner. Off feet there is Naam Jansen. So Durbanville will play. Ball set up by Janko Gunther. He's been quite busy in this first half. And ball that comes out again. Vian Smit, he carries. And they bring it to Loubser. Loubser goes over the top. Bomba Bakeni. He keeps 2-3 players busy. And penalty, referee says. Player off feet at the breakdown. Conway Pretorius, ex-Durbanville player. So he'll obviously be involved in a bit of banter on the field. But again, Durbanville showing really not scared to carry ball in hand and make meters using their line out, using their scrum. And again, making good meters with the kick against the wind. Just greeting Carlo Leroux and Antoine van Zuil. Both of these men supporting Helderberg. But now Durbanville, they go with the 6-man, they go middle. Daniel Boertes, he taps it back. And ball that gets to winger. Anu Jordan, he secures possession for Durbanville. And Vian Smit coming around the corner carrying, but ball that's ripped in the tackle. So referee says play on. So again, Leone van der Merwe, prominent figure on attack. But ball that comes out off, that's lost. So Quinn Roux, he gets. But ball not going to Aaron. A bit of frustration creeping in with the home team. Spectators feeling it as well. 20 minutes played, no points on the board for the home team. Durbanville trying to be creative. Janko Venter trying to play the inside ball to his fly-off. Nollas Loubser, but Loubser knocking the ball on in the process and thus allowing Helderberg with an opportunity to scrum. But a scrum that collapses, so referee's got a reset. Jaco Botha and Werner Bak also tuning in. Jaco all the way from Brazil. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen. Thank you for those that are also joining the live stream. Scoreboard 5-0 in favor of the away side, Durbanville. Oh, and a good scrum, but ball that's kept alive. Ball that's fed to Hendricks. Hendricks takes on the line. And Durbanville contests well. Matthew Cordy trying to play the ball, losing it. So advantage for Durbanville. But the referee blows his whistle. He brings them back for the knock-on. Durbanville putting on a good shovey in the previous scrum. Really putting that Helderberg scrum under pressure. But controlled nicely by Naam Jansen, getting the ball to his scrum off Michael Visser. But I think a bit of nerves creeping into the Helderberg side. No points on the scoreboard. 23 minutes in this game. Not normally a team that doesn't put points on the board. And I think the knowledge of playing with the wind and having to get some scoreboard pressure will sit in the back of the minds of the home team. But then again, they are used to these conditions. They'll favor themselves for the full 80. So the scrum is set again. Daniels feeds, Helderberg get the shovey going. So penalty advantage as the ball, a scrum was collapsed by Helderberg, so Durbanville playing the advantage. Now using the width, playing the inside ball, playing to Daniel Boertes. Ball still available for Durbanville. They'll look to go to the right, Christy van Niekerk. Oh, he sells a dummy and he's through. No one in front of him, Christy van Niekerk. He moves closer to the poles. And that's another try for the visitors, who find themselves 10 points up. Helderberg just at 6s and 7s. Ball that's played to Van Niekerk. He sells a dummy. Cordy going for the tackle on the man that he thought was going to get the ball. Catch-up defender Conway Pretorius not making his tackle. And Christy van Niekerk going right through, and no defense at the back for Helderberg. So they're finding themselves behind on the scoreboard, 10 points to 0. 25 minutes played so far in the first half. Conversion to come from Leona van der Merwe. Oh, he misses that one. So score remains 10 points to 0. 10 vital points for the visiting side. But Helderberg will have to find their way back into this game. They need points, they need momentum. Scrum's not working out at the moment. Lineout's not working well either. So they'll have to find a way to get themselves back into this game. But Hendricks kicks off. Leona van der Merwe gets and he puts it out. Again, Durbanville very confident to contest the lineout of Helderberg. Paul Hills, happy man in the comment section. Gavin Hoffman saying Durbanville playing typical knockout rugby, and all you need to do in these games is win. You've got to have a good set piece and you've got to defend well. So Helderberg there with a line-out throw. Michael Visser being caught 10 meters behind, but ball still available. His brother Quinn. Visser coming out with the ball. Michael waiting. He plays Hendricks. Hendricks goes out wide. Oh, and big hit put on the fullback of Helderberg. Jandre Lucas there doing really well. So Durbanville really with all the ascendancy, all the momentum. Very good tackle by Hanu Jordan on Jandre Lucas, getting him ball and all. Durbanville really getting all the right calls, all the right momentum. Toucher saying the ball was out, but referee says play on. But ball goes into the hands of Hanu Stoffberg, captain of Durbanville.
Yes,
And carried there now by Peter Smith. So they bring it back to Durbanville. Carried strongly again, but contested well this time. But referee says off his feet there. And now side entry also. Referee says hands on the ground first. So the discipline from Helderberg not really helping them. Just giving Durbanville much wanted territory and possession. Again, Lunar, he goes, kicks it in to the 22 of Helderberg. Here we can expect a maul coming from the men from Durbanville.
Yes. Ja, ja. General, oor by in by is dit. Net iets raak buite.
Durbanville going for a 6-man lineup. They go front ball. George Olivier, he takes it in, and that maul is set by Durbanville. And they keep marching, they keep going. Helderberg, they retrieve, they going backwards. And penalty advantage for the men from Durbanville, and it's try time for hooker Rennie Brink. 20-meter maul by the men from Helderberg. Really well settled, well constructed maul by the away team. And they've got try number 3 in this opening 30 minutes. Therefore, is really doing all the playing, really carrying well, and just putting themselves in a very good position in this game. Helderberg going to have to catch up really well and do all the playing. Behind on the scoreboard, Gavin Hoffman really knows his rugby. He says doing the basics right, good set pieces, momentum is important and gives confidence, but to make it count when you have it, and couldn't have said it any better, Gavin. Durbanville just doing their basics right, looking after their fundamentals, and just making sure that their set piece is working. But kicking today hasn't been too easy with this win. I know Jordan missing that conversion. So scoreboard reading 15 points in favor of the visitors. Helderberg just nowhere in this game so far. Darren Hendricks kicking off to his right hand side now, changing sides. Christy van Niekerk, he collects, he'll take it up. He uses his feet, he beats one, beats another. Ball goes out to Quinn Olivier. He gets Vian Smith, he carries in the wider channels. So Durbanville doing all the playing. They keep ball in hand. Roderick Moses, he gets. And George Olivier, he carries again. Clayton Daniels gets, he brings it out to Centurion. But Durbanville do well to look after that ball. Daniels, he plays Leone van der Merwe. And they'll play it out again to their forwards. Rennie Brink with a strong carry. And same side, Durbanville go. Hannu Stoffberg beating his first defender. And Daniels with a kick through. So Matthew Corey now with an opportunity. Ball that's kicked away. That's not really needed. And ball comes out to Roderick Moses. Now Durbanville have the ball. They bring it out wide to the wider channels. And they secure that ball. Again, Durbanville not afraid to play. Ball comes out to Clayton Daniels. Plays Roderick Moses. Moses, he carries it up. Helderberg counter up and counter well. Referee blows his whistle. Penalty for the men from Helderberg. So they get an opportunity to put points on the board. Will they go for poles? Will they go for touch? Will they quick tap? They definitely need points on the board. Do Helderberg. They decide to go for the scrum. A very interesting decision, a scrum that hasn't been functioning well. Durbanville will definitely see this as an opportunity to regain possession. But just a stoppage in play as Rennie Brink receives some attention. So maybe just a few stats for you guys. So last weekend the Super League A was completed in the Western Province and Helderberg ended 3rd on the log, hence them having a home game, and Durbanville ended 6th. And they had to come out and play out in the Strand, and both teams playing 14 games in the league. Helderberg winning 11, Durbanville winning 9. Durbanville also having 2 draws in the round robin stages, both teams losing 3 games. So quite even in that aspect. Helderberg scoring 434 points, I beg your pardon, in the round robins, and Durbanville only getting to 374. We'll get back to that as the ball is fed in the scrum, but the referee calls for the reset. And Helderberg conceding 267 points, with Durbanville only conceded 236. So for all the stats crazy people, there's a bit of info for you to dabble in. Don't think Durbanville had the season that they ideally would have wanted. And I think now also
Point.
World Cup has started.
Sit.
New Zealand losing their opener against France yesterday. Scrum that's not wheeling the direction that Durbanville would have wanted. Michael Visser with a pass that goes astray. They go open side kick through in space. Ball for Quan Visser and he scores! And you can hear the elation from the home crowd as Helderberg get their first points on the board. Much needed points for the home side. A scrum that was under pressure, a scrum that was wheeling. But Kewan Bowman coming around the scrum, putting ball to boot, and Quan Visser with the chase and managing to get over for the extra 2 points. So really much needed points by the home side, awakening the crowd, the home crowd of Helderberg, and the game needed that 5-pointer. So Michael Visser, he'll look to add the 2 points. He approaches and he adds the 2, and 7 points to 15, the scoreboard reads. The Helderberg crowd have really awakened after that 7-pointer. But for those watching and maybe not watching the World Cups, Ireland playing against Romania that opened the scoreboard. But now Ireland leading Romania 33 points to 8 in their encounter. Namibia were close in their game against Italy, but really conceding. But back to the action. Durbanville kicking off. Quan Visser getting the ball. But now Durbanville on the attack. Fullback Luna van der Merwe finding space. Clayton Daniels waiting. And he plays Centurion Rennie Brink. Brink carries well, but penalty advantage for not rolling the men from Helderberg. So again, opportunity awaits the men from Durbanville, who take their time. Ball comes out, but the referee will go back for penalty advantage. So Durbanville, they'll look to cancel out that 7-pointer from Helderberg. So they'll go for touch.
Is it the previous one?
So they go for touch to Durbanville. A very good touch finder. They get that ball 5 meters out. So I think everybody knows what's expected from this line-out move if Durbanville are to win it. So Durbanville, they win their ball, they set their maul. Rennie Brink, he receives at the back. They go marching, they go, and they are over. And that's another 5 points for the away team. Rennie Brink, he goes over a maul that is set really well, really strong by the away team. And they just slowly march their way over the try line. They just extend their score to 20 points to 7 with just over 2 minutes left in the first half. Durbanville again doing their basics well, their patience on attack. Helderberg maybe conceding too many points, too many penalties, I beg your pardon, at the breakdown. And now the score 20 points to 7 with the conversion to come, unlikely to add the extra 2 points as the ball hangs there but is pushed away. So 20 points to 7 the score reads in favor of the away team. Referee says 1 minute left, which we have 2 left on our clock, or just more than 1 minute. Hendricks, he kicks off. Christy van Niekerk, he collects, but also the fullback from Helderberg that gets there, but oh, great commitment shown there by the men from Durbanville, and Helderberg again conceding a penalty at the breakdown, offside penalty. But wow, great commitment by the men from Durbanville, diving for that ball after it was stolen by Helderberg. So Durbanville will be looking to just close out the first half.
Ja, was omkant geweest, bal was nog niet geweest.
Line out for Durbanville. Again, 5-man. Daniel Botes, dummies at the back. Oh, penalty advantage, says referee. That could be for played in the air. But let's see as Durbanville play this advantage. Ball comes out. Janko Gunther gets, they go to out wide. Roderick Moses, he gets tackled, ball and all. But Nolles Labuskaghni gets. Durbanville still playing forward pass there, but they come back for the advantage. Let's see if I know my rugby laws. Referee says played in the air. So I was on the money on that one. So Durbanville will look to just close out this first half.
Ja, steigt ja.
So that's the end of the first half. Scoreboard reads 20 points to 7. Helderberg with everything to play for. So we'll allow you to take a break, grab a coffee, grab a whiskey, grab a beer, and we'll be back with you with the second half in just about 10 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half of this encounter. Scoreboard reading 20 points to 7. So a 15-point buffer for the away team. That's Durbanville who are in the lead, and they find themselves playing with the wind in the second half. So Helderberg will have to do all the playing now in this second footy, having to carry well, get themselves in the right areas. And please share your comments, please share your thoughts. I would like to engage with everybody that's watching. But I think the most engaging part is what's going to happen in the next 40 minutes between the four lines. I'm sure that Helderberg's side would have been given a bit of harsh words by their coaching staff, and I think Durbanville and their coaching staff also would have had a couple of words and tactics shared in the halftime break. So it's now game kicked off. Darren Hendricks with the kickoff. Durbanville, they receive, but they go back for the penalty. The referee says man was played in the air, and this is just what Helderberg need to get themselves going in the second half. They've got to go for touch. They've got to win their line out, and they've got to put a couple of phases together to the home side. So they go for touch. They're 7 meters out from the try line of Durbanville. Sean Troeter, welkom. Hy sê great eerste helfte vir ons. Go Derbies. Maar kom ons kyk. Helderberg se lyn staan, hulle mik voor. Conway Pretorius, hy gaan agtertoe, hy gaan weer voorop. Hulle set hulle mol, maar is Durbanville wat daar terugstoot. So bal wat mooi gecarry word, voordeel vir die tuisspan Helderberg. Bal wat nou daar opgevat word deur Dean Creer. Hy carry goed en is bal wat nog steeds beskikbaar is. Maar goeie duik vir haar deur Durbanville. Helderberg vir haar pakkie van 9 afspeel. Maar hulle word teruggevat. Maar bal wat stadig is. Koen Visser, hy kry gee vir Darren Hendricks. Maar Durbanville wat vir hulle baie druk sit, en is hierdie 'n geleentheid vir Michael Visser om 'n quick tap te vat. Hy sit die bal neer, hy tap, hy speel, hulle vat hom op. Helderberg, gaan hulle met hulle voorspelers speel? Ja, hulle gaan. Conway Pretorius, hy carry, hulle duik vir hom terug, maar bal wat nog steeds beskikbaar is vir Helderberg. Visser, hy krap, Davie Meiburg, hy die bal, hy's close, bal wat weer uitkom, Visser, hy speel vir sy broer, hy's amper oor, is hy oor? Ja, dis Koen Visser, hy's oor vir sy tweede 3 in hierdie wedstryd. 2 minute is 'n spel, en Helderberg teken punte aan, dis presies wat hulle wou gehad het, ons om eerste punte aan te teken in die tweede helfte, want hulle het daai momentum nodig. Herschel, 100% reg in die comments. Herschel sê setpiece gaan belangrik wees vir Helderberg, want Durbanville gaan dit ook bring, en ek dink Helderberg wat daar gewys het, hulle kan hulle setpiece wen, hulle kan bietjie jol, en hulle word beloon met 'n 5 punte, maar Michael Visser wat kyk of hy nog 2 punte kan aanteken vir die tuisspan, en hy doen sy ding. Hy sit daai ekstra 2 punte by die skrimskakel van Helderberg. Maar die belangrikste wat nou gaan tel is, kan Helderberg uit hulle eie 22 uitspeel. Ek dink dit gaan die verskil wees tussen die twee spanne, is om te sien wat jy kan doen teen die wind uit jou tweede helfte uit. Soos Durbanville wat afskop, hulle laat hang die bal. Matthew Cody, hy gaan op. Maar Jody Labeskagni wat bal kry. Helderberg wat nou bal stadig maak. Michael Visser, hy speel vir Neyem Jansen. Jansen carry. Visser wat hier af wag. Lyk hy gaan skop. Ja, hy kom dis kant toe na Darren Hendricks. Hendricks wat daar torpedo in die lug sit. Bal wat gevang is deur Loene van der Merwe, maar net nie genoeg spasie gehad het om iets te kon doen nie. Toe sit hy die bal op voet, maar die bal is toe uit. So nou Helderberg wat nou al die speelwerk moet doen. 2014 is die telling nou op die tellbord. So Dani Meiburg wat nou gaan ingooi. Weer 'n 5-man lyn staan vir Helderberg. Hulle mik voor. Hulle mik middel. Hulle gaan voorop. Hulle sit hulle mol. Neyem Jansen met die bal. Jansen nog steeds met die bal. Maar dit is bal Dani Meiburg wat uitkom met die bal. Matthew Corey wat daar draai in die kontak. Durbanville wat hy bal contest en die bal stadig maak. 'n Bal wat uitkom, Darren Hendricks. Hy gee 'n skiepas, maar baie goeie duikslag. Daar deur Janko Gunter. Maar bal wat nog steeds beskikbaar is. Hy gaan wyd na Jody Cole. Maar hy gooi die bal so weg daar. Maar dis nou Dani Meiburg wat weer carry vir die tuisspan en Michael Visser, hy kry en hy gee 'n mooi skop, bal wat uitrol net buite die 22 van die tuisspan. So Helderberg wat daar wys, hulle kan teen die wind speel, hulle kan carry en net sowel kan hulle ook baie goeie bal skop daar. Wat gewys was deur Michael Visser, goeie taktiese skop wat geforseer het dat Durbanville moet omdraai. Lyk asof Helderberg hierso plaasvervangers gaan opstuur. Een in die agterlyn en een in die pak. Durbanville se manne wat nog rustig sit, hulle reserves. So daar 'n bietjie behandeling gekry was Jody Cole. Maar spel wat nou aangaan. Durbanville met 'n lyn staan. Hulle gooi voor in Helderberg, hulle contest.
Backwards, is van julle af agtertoe.
Hulle sê play on, sê die skeieregter. Clayton Daniels wat dit sy manne reg kry daar. Bal wat uitkom. Anu Stoffberg wat goed carry. Goed place.
Hy kan back.
Bal kom terug hier na Nolles Labeskagni toe. Maar Jody Cole wat in 'n baie goeie posisie is vir hy bal. En hy speel vir Jandre Lucas. Lucas kry, hy sit 'n chippie in. En bal kom uit. Hierso buite senter nou. Kyon Bouman wat alleen is. Maar bal wat nie uitkom nie. Maar Michael Visser, hy kom blind toe speel. Wyd na Matthew Cody. Connie speel binne toe. Na Koen Visser. Maar bal wat daar uitgaan. Helderberg wat nou regtig die game se momentum lig, sy intensiteit lig. En hulle is hier om te speel vir 'n semifinaal plek in die WP Superliga A top 6. Kaptein Conway Pretorius wat wys, gaan lyn toe. Ons kan ons lyn staan wen. Darren Hendricks met bal in hand, hy moet lyn toe skop. Hy sit dit op en hy skop hom mooi uit in die 22 van Durbanville. Durbanville wat nou 'n lyn staan moet verdedig. En Gavin Hofman juis reg, is game on. Helderberg is hier om te speel tot die 80ste minuut. Telling wat nog steeds 2014 lees. Skeieregter sê, ons gaan net wag vir Jandre Lucas. Hy kry behandeling, dit lyk asof sy hand seer gekry het. So die medic wat net vir hom 'n bietjie herstelwerk doen. Hulle kyk net dat sy CV joints nog alright is. So die spel wat nou gaan voortgaan. Durbanville wat Helderberg wat voor gaan. Connie Pretorius wat omkom vir 'n peel. Maar dis advantage vir Helderberg. Michael Visser, hy stuur 'n lang bal uit. Hoor dit kom na buite senter toe. Hy speel terug. Dis Koen Bouman wat net kort gevang word en Michael Visser, hy gaan lank. Hy speel vir Jody Cole en Jody duik oor van nog 5 punte vir die tuisspan. And we've got a 1-point ball game. Helderberg doing all the playing in this opening 9.5 minutes. Really turning it on. Winning their lineouts that they didn't win in the first half. Controlling the ball, which they didn't do in the first half. And now really putting themselves in position to take the lead in this game. Helderberg making 2 changes. Tristan Leach coming on for Roo Nieuwoud. And Quinn Visser coming off for Lynn J. Hendricks. That's while Michael Visser goes for the conversion attempt and he misses. So the score remains at 19-20. Game on. And there's still 30 minutes left to play. Durbanville making their way to the halfway line. So 30 minutes still left to play. 1-point ball game. Matthew Corey under the kickoff. He has to carry. And he carries well. That's Cordy. Michael Visser gets. He plays to Hendricks. Hendricks puts it on the foot. Leon van der Merwe, he carries. And he's taken out into touch. So momentum in the favor of the home side. Very well defended by Luke Hertz from Helderberg. Really chasing that kick well from Hendricks. Again, 5-man lineup for the home side. They split, they go up. Durbanville really contesting that maul well and taking it out, but penalty. Referee says side entry. Again, all the momentum for Helderberg. Darren Hendricks goes for the kick but makes no meters. So Leon van der Merwe, he puts it on the boot. Will this one go dead? It looks to be, and it does. So just a misjudgment of the kick. He could have gone for touch, but going for distance did Leon van der Merwe. And now a scrum to Helderberg in the 22 of Durbanville. But the referee just blowing his whistle. Bomba Pakeni, he's down. He's getting some treatment. But momentum really is swinging in this game. And yes, Kevin, Helderberg do look like they have a new lease on life. Just a score update. Ireland ahead, 47 points to 8 against Romania. Ireland really looking good against the Romanians.
Point.
But we come back live to the action.
Sit.
Scrum ball, Helderberg. Ball is fed.
Balls to the back.
Michael Visser picks up. Oh, good read on defense by Janko Gunther, but ball still goes out wide. And Helderberg now can reset. Michael Visser he plays his tight forwards. Penalty advantage for Helderberg. Conway Pretorius carries. Visser brings it out to his outside centre, and he kicks a drop goal. So Helderberg now take the lead, 22 points to 20. Drop kick there by Kewan Bowman. Playing that penalty advantage. Helderberg with all the momentum. Really, Helderberg turning this game on its head. They've now come from behind to take the lead. Durbanville yet to get into the 22 of Helderberg. But a ball that's kicked off. Jayde Labuschagne, he carries. Helderberg set up. Michael Visser, he'll look to control this game. So he puts it up, he goes contestable. Ball that's knocked there, Rennie Smith, he carries, he puts down the first man. There's space out wide. But Durbanville still in control of the ball. Peter Smith, ball comes out. Vian Smith carries in the wide channels. Leoner van der Merwe, ball that comes same side, but the referee asked him to wait 2 players down. The tackler from Helderberg, Luke Hertz. And inside center, Janko Gunther. Both of them feeling the impact of that collision. So referee says, we'll wait to see what happens. I mean, it will be a sad tale if the tackler from Helderberg goes off with an injury, because then it means poor tackle technique, that he was in a bad position there. But he says he's okay. He looks a bit dodgy, but he gets up and he says to the inside center of Helderberg, who's just winded, well done. But yes, Gavin, thank you for your compliment. It really is a thriller in Manila, but in Helderberg. Subs will definitely play a role in this game. Both teams looking a bit flat. Conway Pretorius of Helderberg getting some attention from the medics. But the referee calling a penalty for offside against Helderberg. So is this the momentum swing that Durbanville will be looking for? Ladies and gentlemen, we really have a humdinger of a match, as they would say. Both teams giving their all. Both teams looking to play. Both teams want to go through to the semi-final. A lot of instructions coming from the coaching staff of Helderberg. So Leoner van der Merwe, he goes for touch, and he gets a good touch finder. So Durbanville with the line out, 10 meters out. Can they win their line out ball? Helderberg have been contesting very well in the second half. Durbanville going for the 6-man. They go to the front ball. They set their maul and they get momentum. Ball goes to Rennie Smith. Helderberg, who have to retrieve now. But Helderberg keep going. Durbanville keep going. but ball that was lost forward by Helderberg. So Durban will have a decision, scrum or line out. They go for that scrum ball. And 2 substitutions coming on for Durbanville. Clayton Daniels, he goes off and he's replaced by Gertwell Lefleur. Bomba Bakeni also off the field, and Jan Ras van der Linde takes his place.
Sit.
So Durbanville now with an opportunity in the 22 of Helderberg. They set that scrum. They're going to look to get a penalty. But ball comes out Lefleur. Oh, ball that's a double knock on, says the referee. But it seems like Helderberg's front row took a knock. Just Crusaders beating Tygerberg Rugby Club 42 points to 20 in their Gold Cup encounter. So a whole lot of rugby being played right around the country, as Ireland now lead 54 points to 8 in their World Cup game. That's a 46-point lead for the team from Ireland. But back live, scrum ball for Helderberg.
Point. Sit.
We've still got just over 20 minutes left to play. Scrum that's set. Michael Visser, he feeds. Both front rows pop up. And a good clearance from Michael Visser. Ball that doesn't go out. Seems like Luke Hertz is not well. He got a knock to the head there, so he'll be treated. Very good footwork put on by Hanu Jordan, the winger of Durbanville. But as we have this break, we'll just go to a quick advertisement.
Crouch. Point.
We are back.
Sit.
Helderberg making 2 substitutions in that time. Durbanville going on a shovey. And they get the penalty to Durbanville. So Durbanville just bringing the game back to the set piece, putting in a good scrum. Ayar just having a chat with the referee.
19. Ja. Rennies, dit is off the ball goed. Dit is veldspel, 19 net 'n gesig in die hand en die gesig in. Strafskop is na die vletjie.
So that's a reversal, but of ill discipline from Durbanville. A shove in the face. Michael Visser, he takes the quick tap. The cross kick is on. The bounce of the ball bounces backwards.
Backwards.
Jody Cole, he misses. Helderberg.
Yep.
Oh, but they lose the ball forward to Helderberg. Michael Visser really speeding up the game, putting in a good cross kick ball that bounces. Jody Cole that collects it. They counter attack, but ball that's just lost by Helderberg. So scrum ball, Durbanville, they'll be looking. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Just had a bit of a power outage, not Eskom, just an inverter that packed up. but they got the generator rebooted and we are back with you guys. Scoreboard is still the same, so nothing much has changed while you've been away. But now position in the favor of Durbanville. All the play being done in their half. Again, a very good scrum, but the referee says both sets of forwards went up. A lot of instructions coming from the coaches of Helderberg and the spectators even helping out. So scrum will reset. Scoreboard 22 points for the home team, Helderberg, and 20 points for the visiting team. The referee says early shove by Durbanville, so short arm been given. Michael Visser, he'll look to quick tap. He plays Matthew Cordy. Cordy carries, but he's met well in defense. JD Labuskaghni, he carries Visser, he waits, he comes back, he gives the ball to his fullback, but Durbanville protecting the ball well at the back. Gertwell Lafleur, he's there to recover the ball for Durbanville. Nolas Labuskaghni with a very good kick. But Michael Visser, he's got time to counter. But Visser, he's tackled just outside the 22 of Durbanville. Helderberg really with all the ascendancy. So penalty advantage now for the home team. Matthew Cordy, he carries ball that goes backwards. Michael Visser, that's tackled well, but the referee, he brings them back. Spectators all shouting polls, but the referee just stopping his clock. So, game that's gonna, or seems like it's gonna go down to the wire. Durbanville just haven't looked like they're gonna put on any points in the second half. They surely would be hoping that they can put points on the scoreboard. Seems like the player down is substitute Tristan Leach. I beg your pardon, it's not Tristan Leach on the ground, it's Edward Makundai, and he's coming off, and Quinn Ruiz, or Nivot, I beg your pardon, is back on in his place. And Helderberg looking to take the 3 points with Michael Visser. He's been quite good with Boot. So he'll be looking to add the 3 points, and he'll be looking to extend that lead to 25 points, which gives them a healthy buffer. But Visser, his kick that's being rushed as the ball fell over. Visser kicks, but he pushes it. So Durbanville will have to make all the play. They'll have to get into the right areas. So they kick. Jody Cole, he gets He plays his outside center. He breaks the gap, Kieran Bowman. But a ball that's intercepted by Durbanville. But now regathered again. But ball that goes backwards in the hands of Durbanville. But there was a knock on. So they have to come back. Very, very, very lucky moment there for the Helderberg. AR spotting that knock on. So still Helderberg ball. Still 7.5 minutes left to play in this game. Score still reads 22 points to 20. So anything can still happen. Nerves are shot. But Helderberg put in and that ball comes out rather quickly. Michael Fisher, he carries and he gets the ball out to his fullback. And a turnover there by Durbanville. So now they've got to play and penalty to Durbanville. They've got to get into the right areas. Janko Gunther looking to get the ball downfield with his left foot. He doesn't get much distance. But nonetheless, line out ball to Durbanville. They've got to get into the 22 of Helderberg if they want to put any points on the board. They go for the 5-man. They go for the front ball. They get it. They set their maul. Their maul is set strong. Helderberg seem to get in a good position. Ball that's offloaded. Penalty advantage for the men from Durbanville. So referee takes them back for a collapse in the maul. This working in the favor of Durbanville. So Janko Gunther going for touch again. Helderberg coaching staff shouting instructions. Boys have to hold on for 4 minutes. No penalties. Helderberg, they Durbanville set their maul. Spectre set. They play. They keep pushing. They keep going. And Christy van Niekerk, he comes away with the ball. Does the 8th man. They set it up now. Ball comes out. Gertwille Fleer. Ball goes to Moses. Ball to outside center. But he's met well in contact. And penalty again for Durbanville. They'll slow it down. They've got time on the clock. Durbanville will have to make a call now. Seems like they'll go for touch. They do go for touch. Gunther puts the ball out to Durbanville. They've got to win their line out. They want to set that maul. Helderberg's got to disrupt it.
Maar weer de defense, het weer op en het kan achteraf join.
Helderberg will have to keep that discipline. They'll have to have nerves of steel. They go for the 5-man to Durbanville.
Yep.
Durbanville, they set their maul. They get going. The ball, the referee says there was obstruction. And you can hear the elation from the crowd. as they share their joy in that decision. Helderberg, they go for touch. They're still inside their 22. Over 2 minutes left still to play for.
Five.
Helderberg with a line out. They go for their 5-man. They take the front ball. They try and maul to Helderberg, but Durbanville counter shove. But a ball that goes out, so line out to Durbanville. Sorry, Kevin, I don't know if the Gold Cup is being streamed. I don't think so. I don't think it's on Supersport as well. But nonetheless, here we are.
Five.
Last minutes to play in this one. Durbanville with a line out. They win it. They set their maul.
Same maul, same line.
They get away with it to Durbanville.
Yeah, lost.
Players of Helderberg off their feet. Ball comes out. Christy van Niekerk, here he gets. And he's put back on his feet. Oh, but they're conceding, so advantage to Durbanville. 3-pointer on the cards. But now Durbanville, they go same side. They've got penalty advantage. Kurt Willefleer, he plays. Ball is carried by 8th-man Pieter Smit. He's taken out, but they go back for the penalty. How much referee looks at his watch. Will Durbanville win this one? With time, they go for poles. So it's a kick to win the game. Durbanville that have been struggling with their kicking. Referee says 2 minutes still left to play. Anu Jordan, he sets up. So there will be time for a restart after this if the kick does go over. Does he have nerves of steel? Anu Jordan, as he lines this one up. He kicks it. He pushes it to the right. Game's not done. Still 1 minute left. There's a kick. Anu Jordan. He's missed 4 kicks today. That being his 5th kick. He had no rhythm. Was a very interesting call by Durbanville to go for poles. Minute to play for. Ball is put up. Christy van Niekerk goes up for the ball. Time is up. Helderberg have the ball. Will they kick it out? Durbanville, they counter shove. Ball that gets picked up. Michael Visser with the ball. He sets up, he plays his forwards, but they tackled backwards. But Helderberg still have the ball, it comes out. Michael Visser kicks it out. And Helderberg are through to the semi-finals of the Western Province Super A. Coming back from 15 points behind and winning this one 22 points to 20. Helderberg, they write another chapter in their story of the Super League A of 2023, a team coming from Super League B in 2022, going to the semi-final of the Western Province Super League A. That is massive for this team from the Strand, showing character, showing guts, and they'll go off to City Park next week to face either UCT, all villages, and that was a beautiful game. Both teams gave the all, both teams had many opportunities, and both teams really gave us a spectacle, a 2-point game coming down to the end. Durbanville missing the penalty that would have taken them to the semi-final. But history will say Helderberg, winners of the quarter-final, 22 points to 20. And they will get another week to rewrite history. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you that have tuned in, that have watched this game, what a wow. Really been a game of two halves. Durbanville thinking that they got the game in the coffin by half-time, but Helderberg really showing them that they are not going to go down and bow their heads in defeat, and they really fought back. To Koos and his team, Egan seconds, well done on a great performance today. To Warren Peterson and his coaching staff and their players, very unlucky to not have taken that one in the last minute with a kick to win it. But what can we say? Nothing beats an encounter that goes down to the last minute. The referee really had a wonderful game today, blowing the infringement as he saw them throughout the 80 minutes, and just allowing rugby to be the winner at the end of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, I say thank you to you all for tuning in all across the world, from Port of Spain to Brazil to Amsterdam to right here in the Western Cape. May enjoy the rest of your day further. Enjoy the World Cup. May Helderberg enjoy this victory tonight. And may rugby always be the winner. My name is Thurlow Peterson. Thank you for joining us live, and may God bless you all.